FIBA Basketball World Cup African Qualifiers. It's game day 5. South Sudan taking on Cape Verde, also known as Cabo Verde, as you see on their red warm-up jerseys. And that is today's schedule. And, well, right now we have South Sudan taking on Cabo Verde. And here are the standings in Group A. Cameroon at 3-1, South Sudan at 3-1, Cape Verde at 2-2, and Libya still looking for their first win. They will play the home team Cameroon after this game. No guarantees yet for Cape Verde, but you imagine they are going to move on to the second round of the FIBA Basketball World Cup African Qualifiers. But they're going to have to go up against, I called it quickly, they're known as the Bright Stars, and stars they are, South Sudan. What an amazing job this young federation has done for the growth of basketball in South Sudan. The president, Luel Deng, obviously a well-known basketball player in his own right, NBA player, but right now it is all about that team. Cabo Verde on their chest. They lost to Cameroon 72-82. Cameroon in control that entire game. And Cabo Verde made a little bit of a run there in the fourth quarter. Things got very exciting. A lot had to do with Joel Almeida, the man number 9, and his brother, Even Almeida. They absolutely dominated that game, but it just was not enough and a little bit too late, I guess you could say. Even Almeida with 16 points in that game. Let's not forget Anderson Correa's great performance. He had 15 points, and Joel Almeida off the bench, 13 points, but it just was not enough and a little bit too late, in my opinion, against Cameroon to try and come up with a win. 19 turnovers. They really struggle with turnovers. Turnovers could become an issue, especially against South Sudan, and how long and athletic they are. Everyone can play any position, especially defensively. And, well, I was impressed by their three-point shooting the other night. As you know, they get to the rack, they're going to dunk it, and not much you can do about stopping that. But they also showed their range in that game, going 12 of 32, 38% from three-point range. And it's not just a couple players. A lot of them can shoot threes, as almost everyone who played in the game attempted at least one three-point shot. And some highlights from that game. Well, highlights, they had 4 players in double figures, but Ugwak, gonna have to talk about him. He had a very big performance, 15 points on 6 of 9 shooting. Obviously had a nice season with Niners Chemnitz in the Basketball Champions League, averaging over 10 points a game and 4 rebounds, and he has carried over how he plays professionally. And, well, it looks like Ju Abwak Deng is out again. Quick break for the playings of the national anthems, and we will be back to talk more. welcome back. Both these teams played in the 2023 FIBA Basketball World Cup, where obviously we know South Sudan finished 17th. It was the highest place finish by an African team at that tournament, and that's where they got their bid and berth to the Olympics. So history almost every year seems to be made by these bright stars from South Sudan. And there they are, the referees for today's game. And we have Mahamadou Diallo, Mohamed Diawara, and Vianney Alvin Jean-Marie Diop are calling today's game here in Cameroon. And well, it's both teams back out, warming up. Obviously, Coach Royal Ivy from South Sudan took over in 2021. And, well, since then, don't forget how young of a nation this is for South Sudan. So we might get a look at the starters, and we do. So William Tavares, Ivan Almeida, Anderson Correa, Kenitis Mendez, and Patrick Spencer getting the start. So different starting lineup than we saw the other night. So Patrick Lima not in the starting lineup, and Coach Emmanuel Trovoada obviously trying to get Cabo Verde back at the World Cup. They finished 28th at the 2023 World Cup edition. And South Sudan, Ahir Aguak, James Bile, Jackson McCoy, Deng Adel, and Kerr Kuath. So, sorry, just looking at my notes to see who started last game, and talked about Coach Ivy since he took over in 2021. And don't forget, this basketball federation from South Sudan was only started in 2013. And, well, the progression, they were at the World Cup in 2023, 17th place finish, 9th place finish at the Olympics in 2024 Paris. And they gave the U.S. and Serbia, so two medal teams from the Olympics, you know, a run for their money, I guess you could say, at the Olympics. They did finish 10th at Afrobasket last summer. Maybe a couple people a little shocked, I guess you could say, with that 10th place finish. I think they thought really that they could come out and win it, but now they're back. South Sudan, we know that your win-loss records move on to the second round. So this game is important as we try listening to Coach. Oh, there it is, the TISO countdown clock. We are a minute away from tip-off. And these two teams, if we go back and look at history, they have played each other twice, splitting the difference. But the most recent game was in window one of these FIBA Basketball World Cup African qualifiers back in November. It was South Sudan with a dominating win, let's say, 79-109 the last time they both played each other. And welcome here to Cameroon. as I think they might re-jump the tip ball, but we are here for the FIBA Basketball World Cup African Qualifiers. South Sudan taking on Cape Verde, Cabo Verde, as they have written on their chest, as the visitors in this game in blue winning the jump. And Cabo Verde, first possession offensively. And this is what South Sudan can do to you. Make you play it very far away, as that's a block on the first offensive possession. Oh, and no one stops the ball, and he gets all the way down to the rim. So a great defensive stop, and then no one slows down Deng Adel as he gets his first 2 points of the game. Looking at the game against Libya 2 nights ago, as Almeida gets all the way to the rack and can't get it to go, but there for the offensive rebound and putback is Mendes. And can we make that 5 points? No, we can't. It's going to go out of bounds. And an easy call by the referee, sort of unnecessary. Patrick Spencer using his arm, and then sort of just, it was an arm bar and then extended it offensively. So an offensive foul going against Patrick Spencer in blue. And a tough take, no call. Deng Adel goes all the way to the basket, and referee has to blow his whistle, as might have a little bit of an injury, as Deng Adel. Don't forget that great story. Didn't actually start playing basketball until he was 14 years old. Went to the NCAA in the US. Played for the Louisville Cardinals and has played professionally in Australia. Grew up in Australia. But just a great story by that young man, as even Almeida talking to the referee, trying to huddle his team, saying, hey, if you're going to call it on one end, maybe you need to call it on the other end. But making sure that they stay composed, as I'm not sure if Coach Emmanuel Trovoada wants to go ahead and use his challenge right now. And I think he just wants to talk to the referee, make sure that the game is called fairly on both ends. Almeida, baseline swipe, swipe, but here help side comes, and this is what they do. They block shots incredibly efficiently. And again, another strong take. Oh, good read there, coming up with the steal. Don't really have numbers, but they're running hard, and Spencer finishes. So Cabo Verde. Oh, are you kidding me? A wall! As Patrick Spencer says, no, not in my house. Need to do the Mutombo finger wave after that. Look at this. Great job in the help side, goes straight up, finds the ball. Penetration and kick, open from three. Talked about their three-point shooting. They're actually a lot better three-point shooting team than maybe you would imagine, because they are so athletic and so good at getting to the basket, South Sudan. And that time showing the range. And neither team able to make their last couple three-point shot attempts. And oh! I think that's going to be another block. Well, a lot on the line, and that is how these two teams are playing. Cabo Verde still officially have not qualified for the next round. It's a good chance that they will. And it's going to be a shooting foul. So Oguak going to the free throw line. Played his first game for South Sudan, and that was against Libya the other night. And you have to imagine that Coach Ivy is very excited to have him in the mix. He had 15 points in just under 20 minutes of play as that one rattles in. Tavares gets it back. He's spinning. And this time finds an opening. And not able to get it to go, but it is going to stay, and the shot clock should be reset. As it was last off Adele, we got to see from that angle. Tough take, and one. The captain, my captain, even Almeida, will go to the line for an opportunity to take the lead for the first time in this game. Nice shot fake, a little bit of a hang time. So JT Thor checking into the game and picking up his first personal foul. Shaking and bacon. And that one rolled halfway down and then back out as Thor couldn't get his shot to go. And no one there to pass to off of the baseline penetration. And an easy take. Jackson McCoy gets all the way to the rack. Again, look how far away the length of the South Sudanese basketball team makes you play. And maybe kind of got away with a travel, it looked like a little bit, but the refs didn't call it. The players didn't stop playing. So a little bit out of control, but it does the job, and is going to go to the free throw line. Lopez. I think it was kind of from behind. And that's already the third team foul for Cabo Verde. Cape Verde. As Thor, the lefty, makes the first. Back and forth game early here between these two teams. I mentioned it was a big South Sudanese win the first time they played in November. And just a reach in, so gonna go to the free throw line. I think it's Lopez. Well, 16 teams started this quest for 5 spots from the Africans region for next year's FIBA Basketball World Cup. After this window, there will be 12 remaining. And I've mentioned it, your wins and losses will carry over to the next round, which will be played in late August of this summer. And that shot, no good. Team shooting the ball particularly well from deep yet in this game. It's going to be a kick ball. Nice help side coming. Oh, not able to come up with the rebound though. Help side has done a really, really good job for Cabo Verde in this game. Here, you see it was Lopez comes over, goes straight up, doesn't try and go for the block, but ends up Black War. Oh. Well, I talked about the three-point shooting not falling yet. And first three-point bucket of the game comes with 4 minutes left in the first for South Sudan. Oh, and the response as he kisses the crowd. Stripped. Looked like it was stripped from behind. Bile. I don't know if he's upset with the referee or upset with his teammates' defense. Almeida. Not sure if that was a reach-in foul or no, I think it was a shot clock issue. Nice find, extra pass. Adele catches, drives, though that time just a little bit too unselfish. And now they've got numbers, but South Sudan does a great job getting back into transition defense, and we have a foul. Panoam is going to pick it up, more or less to slow down, I think, the offense. Well, another strong take, and the referees are calling fouls tonight. Today, I should say. And I don't know, it was just out of bounds, excuse me. That was a good job. Here, Ogwak kept his arms straight up as not to foul, even though he got beat. Oh, pokes the ball away. We have a 3-on-2, or a 5-on-2, I should say. Oh. You heard him talking the ball. He said, get in there. And Luke War got the ball to go. Another turnover and another opportunity for South Sudan to run. But Yvonne Almeida is going to be credited with a big-time block. Game continues. I'm sure we'll see that on a highlight reel on a stoppage of play, but are you kidding me? Man, still got hops. Look at this. Number 6. Oh! He says, youngin'. I still got it. And just a great job. Almost fakes the handoff and goes all the way to the basket. Is Mangok Mathyang. He gets the basket to go. And we'll go to the free throw line for a 3-point play opportunity. I think the table is making sure they have the right person called for the foul. Sure what was going on, to be honest. I think there's an issue on the shot clock on the other end. One shot, trying to get the 3-point play. As Mathyang gets it to go. And he turned it over and has to pick it up, and it's going to be a backcourt play. So another great defensive effort and rotation by South Sudan. And last couple minutes of this quarter, they have really picked up the intensity defensively and have come up with a few steals that have led to easy baskets for South Sudan. 18-15, minute 40 remaining. And gets to the heart of the offense is Deng Adel as he gets his pull-up shot to go. And that time, good penetration, finds the easy pass underneath the basket. So Cabo Verde, they've gone quiet a little bit offensively, but they're still very much hanging in this game. It's now 20-17, and well, most of this quarter has been very much back and forth. Is Tavares heading out of the game? Offensive rebounding foul going against South Sudan and in the bonus, so that's why we're heading down to the other end to shoot some free throws for Cape Verde. Verde misses the first of 2 attempts. Going to go to the free throw line. Hero Guac, strong take, gets the contact. Joel Almeida is going to be called for the reach-in, just not able to close out and contain the drive. Guac makes the first. And how about Joel Almeida? The last game, coming in off the bench, the fourth quarter. He's really the player who kind of breathed life back into Cabo Verde on game day 4, July 2nd, a couple days ago. 3-point shooting, had a 4-point play actually. And it's gonna stay blue ball on this end. So we have a timeout, 8 seconds remaining. Not sure if it's to draw up assistant as Mendes. Remember, he started the game, he had to go out and got some treatment. Now he has that band around his head, so not sure if he got a little bit of a gash, but hopefully we'll get to look in or at least listen in to the timeout. Well, it doesn't look like we're going to be in the huddles, unfortunately. Oh, there we are. So Coach Trovoada obviously wanting to run a system. They have the ball on the baseline. Let's see if they can get a good look as they are trailing 22-17. 40 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Excuse me, ball is on the sideline. As we got to see some statistics as well during that timeout. We'll also talk about the statistics at the end of the first quarter. Lima, no good. Fight for the offensive rebound. They're going to come up with it, and it's going to stay their ball. So another possession and a new 14-second shot clock. DeRosa gets a screen up top. Almeida, the lefty, kicks it out. They got the shot off in time. Oh, no good. So Cape Verde still not doing a great job shooting from outside, and that was just an unnecessary foul as South Sudan are going to head down to the free throw line. And these are the things I think that frustrate coaches the most. You're playing a good game. You're right there in it. Doesn't matter who you are. You need to know time, score, and foul count. Well, they got lucky as that shot was well short by JT Thor. And he makes a second, though. And 5 seconds remaining. Takes the handoff, spin move. Ooh, gives it up. Oh, I don't think it's going to count. And the referees say no, didn't get it off in time. Wasn't a bad action, but misses the dunk as well. So we are heading to the benches after the first 10 minutes. And an exciting game we have here for you. Group A action. 3-1 and 2-2 are their standings before this game, and that is it after the first 10 minutes, 23-17. And it has been a back in first quarter. That score is not really as indicative as hopefully the statistics will come up. There they are. So there we see it. Cabo Verde haven't shot a lot of threes, but they haven't made a lot either, as they're still looking for their first three-point bucket to go in. Other than that, more or less equal, as we're going to get to check out some of the top scorers. And how I mentioned that the game was, you know, back and forth. This is the biggest lead that South Sudan has had. And there's been 4 lead changes, and 6 times the game was tied in that first quarter. And that's why it is so close. South Sudan, though, forcing Cape Verde into turnovers and, well, converting them into offense. And they went on a stretch where they forced, gosh, I think it was 3 consecutive turnovers. And, well, with that, they have 9 points off of turnovers and also 9 fast break points, and a lot of those are from the off of turnovers. And other than that, the rest of the game is pretty much equal. So just a lack of some possessions, taking care of the ball offensively. And, well, Cabo Verde, they waited until the fourth quarter to try and make a run against Cameroon. I don't think they're going to be able to do this against a team like South Sudan. They're going to have to, I don't want to say wake up a little bit earlier, but you don't want to let this get out of hand. Go ahead and pull out your phone, scan the QR code to access and log into Courtside 1891. You can go ahead and watch live streams, extended highlights of FIBA competitions, and much more. You can just go ahead and log in on your computer as well. No need to scan, but get the app. I have it. You have it. Everyone should have it. There's a little bit of an issue with the table, it appears. And coaching staff from South Sudan, but that is all good now. And we have second quarter action underway. South Sudan ball, they're up 6, 23-17. Pick and roll, crash comes, left open from 3, no good. Gets the box out, does a good job rebounding, is Mendesh. Spin move, nowhere really to go. And referee calls a travel. So Kineti Mendes gives the ball right back to South Sudan. And South Sudan kind of in a zone, it looks like, but left that man open. Ahiro Guak gets his first three-point bucket to go. And make it 26-17 now, as Oguak has 7 points, perfect from the field, 2 rebounds and 3 assists, but not going away. Penuem, Mir Penuem from in blue, number 5, gets his three-point shot, so he had the response. Penuem running point. Haven't seen a lot. Sorry, DeRosa, excuse me. Mixing up number 5s. It was DeRosa from Cape Verde who knocked down that three-point shot. As well, I was gonna say, haven't seen a lot of Patrick Lima. He started on game day 1, and he is on the court right now. Love to see him start to get going. As they force the turnover of South Sudan. Oh, got caught in the air. Thought his teammate was in the corner. So Bile gives the ball. DeRosa running point. As Almeida, Joel Almeida, I should correct myself. This game seems so simple. Knows his strengths, which you would imagine considering he is a veteran. Him and his brother both play for the Creole Star, a club that they founded in Cabo Verde. And just what a wonderful story, wanting to give back, grow the game of basketball. As that take, no good. And nice defensive possession. Really good job on the on ball, and then rotation behind. Got a contested shot. Can't ask for much better defense than that. Can they get it going offensively, though? 28-22. 6.5 remaining before halftime to Rosa. And a deep three-point shot. Hits the front of the rim. Comes up with his own rebound, though. And now it's going to be out of bounds. Even Almeida. Not sure if he thought he was fouled or if the ball just sort of slipped out of his hands. Neither of these teams are the highest scoring team in this competition, in these qualification games. That award goes to Cote d'Ivoire. 89 points a game. But South Sudan not far behind. They average 85 points a game. And here they are, DeRosa and company picking up the intensity. And we have a timeout as it is a 4-point game with just under 6 to play before the half. Sorry, a 1-point game, I should say. 3-point game, 28-25. And South Sudan and Coach Ivy want to talk about things as, I don't want to say they've gone cold, but I think their intensity has dropped a little bit on both ends of the court. Let's listen into the timeout.
Let's go on. Let's go away. Away. VA's in the action. Slip out. Y'all see players out on the other side. Yeah, you slip out. Come on, man. Execute. Yeah. Just bear him. You can bear him. Yeah. Come on, bro, man. We all right.
Wide on three. 1, 2, 3.
Well, probably one of the calmest timeouts I've seen from Coach Ivy, well, from a coach, I should say, as I think he knew that his group just needed to refresh a little bit. He knows what they're capable of and what they need to do better, and, well, just wants them to play a little bit better. As we saw, they said, let's go ahead and run a system for DA. That's Deng Adel. And let's see if they get the ball to the hands of 22. Well, we have a matchup zone here by Cabo Verde. And it has caused a little bit of confusion for the offense. So a nice call there by Coach Travado from Cape Verde. DeRosa, nowhere to go, gives the ball away. And hustling back, we're gonna have a foul from behind. Just gets tripped up. Referee was right there. Catch and shoot, zero hesitation, feet set, and lets it fly. And how about this defense? Intensity has picked up. Luke War all over his player and not even really able to get into an offensive set. It's gonna be out of bounds though, so ball will stay. And this time a little bit too aggressive, as there he got the foul call. And, well, I don't think Alameda has been more open than that shot. It's no good, though. And Adele says, no, it didn't go off me. So the referees are going to discuss it. And let's take a look here. Oh, yeah. I think it went off his knee. Mendes. And that attempt out of bounds, no good. So 31-25, still plenty of time. But Cape Verde needs to go on a little bit of a run here. Spin move, penetration. And that time gets it to go. Oh, my, how? The elevation, JT Thor, the lefty. Pretty sure his head was up around the rim on that take. And no good. Now we have numbers again. Thor gets all the way to the basket. Oh, can't hold on to the rebound. Three-point shooter left open. And it doesn't get it to go. And this time, coming in, corralling the defensive rebound. 33-28. And still three-point shooting. They've made a few now, but has not been their best offense. And a reach-in foul by Almeida. Oh, and oh, I don't know if that's the right call, to be honest. It looked like it went off the shooter's hand. Well, not a big reaction, though, from the players, so maybe just our angle was not the best. And, oh! How? I thought it was just a shot attempt and not a great shot attempt at that, but Kurkua somehow gets it to go. And the penetration and kick out. That time no good. Oh, we have numbers. And takes it hard himself for an easy two-point bucket. Back to a 5-point lead. We have 2 minutes remaining in the second quarter. McCoy turns it over. They have numbers again. What are they going to do? And no and one, but gets it to go. So a nice little run here by Cape Verde. Closing out the quarter. Still a while to play, though. They're gonna get it done, take their first lead in, well, what will be. They have not led or had the game tied since about, let's say, midway through the first quarter. Maybe a little bit after. And just an easy two-point bucket there. There, the shooting percentages more or less equal. Minus a three-point shooting that just has not really been Cape Verde's friend in this game. And Kuath there that time, not able to get it to go. And again, another missed three-point shot, as both teams look like they are ready to go to the locker room and get a little bit of recovery. One last offensive possession for Cabo Verde. And they find the captain, Almeida. Still lots of time. And that one well off. And, well, they got lucky. South Sudan didn't make it down the court in time, as both teams looked fatigued the last 2 minutes of that quarter. We didn't have a lot of stoppage of plays either. So heading into the half, South Sudan lead 39-32. As rebounds, more or less everything statistically is equal, I would say. It's just that three-point shooting that has affected Cape Verde. They're only 3 of 11, so 27% from deep. And they've had good looks. They just have not seen their shot fall. They did a much better job taking care of the ball and not giving easy fast break points. Points off turnovers, still 15 though for South Sudan. 9 of those came in the first quarter though. As we get to see some highlights from that second quarter. And, well, when they're left open, South Sudan can really make you pay from deep as well. And when they pick up their intensity, DeRosa there with his first three-point bucket. And Almeida getting to the soft spot, kisses it off the glass, as he had some nice minutes coming in off the bench. And like I mentioned, if you're just tuning in, it is halftime, 39-32. And both those teams looked a little tired at the end of the second quarter, and neither really able to pull away or take the lead if you're Cabo Verde. And it is halftime here. South Sudan 39, Cape Verde 32, and we will be back with second half action shortly.
That throws it up and rocks it in. That's the way to get themselves going.
Verde, 8 points already to his name. Pops it forward, looking to attack, and gets all the way to the rim to punch it home.
Good zone pressure from Rwanda. Throws it down, a big time dunk by T.J. Keita.
Over.
Abed's got Lahiani with him. Passes up, goes in, throws it down. It's showtime. Tunisian fast break basketball. Second Dubois comes up with it. Well, here comes Fofana, goes in, gets rejected. Oh, Idan Kunda with the transition protection, big time block.
Here comes Nigeria. This is the momentum that they needed. And another back-to-back slam.
Bado has 2 on him, throws it up anyway! What a finish from Bado.
Hill, shake and bake, trying to get free. Oh, are you kidding me? What in the world was that plan? Was it a shot? Was it a pass? It doesn't matter. It's a 2-point bucket.
Well, Shannon Evans, leading scorer, has got to go from the half court. Puts up the press. Oh my goodness! Are you kidding me? Shannon Evans with the 11th three-pointer for Guinea, and it's from the FIBA Basketball World Cup logo. 15 on that 7-0 run. Evans, 3. Oh my goodness! Wow, the putback dunk with authority.
How many times are we going to see this? Baseline, are you kidding me?
Papa Nicolau says, give it to me.
I'll go tax the closeout, feed Bruno inside.
Fills it up.
Oh, welcome back. Teams coming out and warming up. Halftime here. South Sudan with the lead, 39-32 at half. And well, halfway, a little bit more through the first quarter. This was a back and forth game. 4 lead changes, 6 times the game was tied. But since then, it has been more or less all South Sudan basketball as we get to see the top scorer from them. And, well, great start to the game for that man, D.A. Dangadel. And has just continued to produce and play at a high level for South Sudan. He, at the half, has 6 points to go along with 3 rebounds and 3 assists, so getting it done everywhere for his team. And on the other end, no surprise, the captain, the veteran, the leader of this team in most games, has some of the most experience playing at a high level as well, playing back home now, but has played in Europe for a long time, in Africa for a long time, as even Almeida. Kind of a slow first half considering what we know he can do. And he has 5 points for them. Hasn't shot the ball well, but has got to the free throw line. And 3 rebounds and 3 assists as well. Coming in off the bench, his brother, Joel Almeida, 5 points also. Perfect shooting, 2 of 2. Well, you saw his shooting statistics there. Hasn't shot the ball incredibly well, but he has got to the free throw line. That's why he had those 5 points. How about Shane DeRosa, though? Came in off the bench, only played sparingly, backup point guard, but he's knocked down a couple 3-point shots and has 6 points as well. And, well, I talked about their 3-point shooting. When someone coming in playing only 6 minutes has 2 of your made 3-pointers in this game, you know you have not been shooting the ball that great from 3-point range. So hopefully they can find the bottom of the rim and see some 3-point shots to go, and can make this game very, very interesting if that is the case. Oh. South Sudan, on the other hand, thought Luke War came in off the bench. Number 15 had a great performance for them. 8 points, 3 of 7 shooting. Let's go along with his 3 rebounds. JT Thor, the lefty, he's gonna make a highlight reel. He has 7 points at the half. Here, Aguak as well, getting it done. And, well, that's Ding in on the sideline on crutches, as it looks like the referees are gonna check something here. Not sure what they're checking or if there has been a challenge, but they're specifically looking at a play, so hopefully we'll find out. Unfortunately, we can't see or hear what they are looking at. Not sure if they're checking to see if the shot clock had already gone off by the time the foul was called. And clearly got the ball off before the shot clock. Referees want to make sure that they get it right, as they know how important this game is as well. Well, team's coming back out onto the court, as I think the referees are still checking the video. So hopefully we'll find out what they were looking at for you, but we have not been informed yet. Coach is getting an explanation. Well, commissioners, referee, and everyone ready to play this second half. Let's not forget, in November, Cabo Verde losing to South Sudan, 79-109. Can they get revenge? We have second half action underway. South Sudan with a lead at half, though, 39-32. And gets all the way to the basket. Not able to get it to go, though. And another missed three-point shot. So again, just not finding those shots go in. Verde finished 8th at last summer's, I think it was a love pass at last summer's Afro basket, and nice little hang time, wanted the foul, doesn't get it, doesn't get the call, but gets a layup to go. And Tavares, but on the other end, just too strong is Kuath. Joel Almeida getting the start in the second. They want a little bit of scoring power, and that's something that he can bring. Oh! No good. Oh, gotta go up. Ah, not able to get it to fall. And Cabo Verde have come out a little slow here Again, I thought they looked tired. And that one is going to be tipped out of bounds. I thought they looked tired at the end of the second quarter, and it doesn't seem like they have really brought the energy to start this third quarter, which is oh so important. And that's going to be a travel before the shot. So McCoy called with the travel. Muscle ball does not able to get the layup to go, but will go to the free throw line. And when you're having trouble scoring, what better place to get some easy points is at the free throw line. We haven't seen them go too much in this game. 9 attempts for South Sudan and just 7. 5 of 7, make that 5 of 8 now. Cape Verde. Adele tries to get it back. And the paint was closed though. Just moving a little slower offensively, it would seem. That was a tough take. I think it's going to be a rebounding foul. Well, both these teams trying to get back to the FIBA Basketball World Cup, which will be played end of next summer, 2027. So mark your calendars, start to get ready. Nice cut. Adele open in the corner. Oh, great job with the follow though. They got the stop on the initial take, but Courier there. Well, they're not going away, but they're not really making a lot of runs either. Is Cabo Verde. Well, that shot off the mark, so both teams have lost a little bit of energy if you're just tuning into this game from what we experienced in the first quarter. As I think fatigue starting to set in a little bit as William Tavares with the pull-up jump shot. And another turnover, so another opportunity. Nice reverse layup by Almeida. Well, they've gone on a run, got some stops, and converted on the other end, and have now cut this to a 3-point game. JT Thor getting it done from the free throw line. Oh, turnover just when they go on a run. And you think the tide might be changing. South Sudan come up with some stops. Gonna go to the free throw line. Good news is they're not necessarily converting two at a time as Almeida gets it back in the corner. Can he get this one to go? And he does. So Cabo Verde picking it up now the last few possessions, last few minutes, let's say. Where I thought they seemed a little tired coming out, well, before the half and then coming out, but another trip to the free throw line. And this could end up being a long night if South Sudan keep going to the charity stripe. They're 10-13. They've missed the last couple attempts. That time it was Luke Ward, who's having a great game for himself, coming in off the bench for South Sudan. Step back. Tough contested shot. And we're going to have a hold underneath the basket, trying to go for the offensive rebound. Thought about the first attempt. Couldn't get it to go, and right back, another rebounding foul. And it's gonna be 2 free throws as Cape Verde are over the line. And misses the free throw, but they come up with the offensive rebound, give up another big-time offensive rebound, and not able to convert. And now, a little bit of a hang time, no good, can't come up with it. We've got a 3-on-1, throw it up, they do. Oh, no good, but there for the offensive rebound and the strong putback. So a 2-point basket plus a trip to the free throw line again. And just not able, as it looked like Luke Ward, number 15, started celebrating when he threw that lob pass. And we have a timeout, so let's go and listen in to the timeout and see what Coach Emmanuel Trovoada wants to talk about.
Hey, afunda! Precisamos de apurar, fazer mais um bloqueio e volta! Volta, um bloqueio e volta! É defender! Vai no jogo, vai no jogo! Ganhar, 1, 2, 3!
Well, I wish I knew Portuguese, Coach Emmanuel. An inspired timeout, trying to get them to go. I think a lot of it has to do, I mean, the majority of the points right now for South Sudan are coming from the free throw line. And has to be disappointing as a coach. 50-45. We got 3:20 remaining in the third. And both teams look tired to start the third quarter. And the energy has picked up the last few minutes as we have a quarter court, full court zone press after the made free throw basket. And they've fallen back into a 2-3 zone. And, well, the way that Cabo Verde have shot the three, why not play a little bit of zone? And that shot rejected as they do a good job getting back defensively. Corner, 3-point shot. So just when you make a run, they always have an answer, and War with the answer, as what was cut down to a single possession game has now jumped back up to a 10-point game in favor of South Sudan, and they're staying in that zone. Need to move the ball a little bit better though. When you're playing against zone, move the defense, and they're just so long. And this time, the alley-oop, the flush, the finish, they get it to go. JT Thor, check this out. They've tried it a couple times in this game, just have not converted. That time, zero hesitation. Who do you go to? You go to that man to get something going when you need a point, when you need to create. And that's exactly what he does. Fouled on the drive, though, so it'll be ball on the sideline. And Almeida coming alive a little bit, has 10 points now. And again, another missed three-point bucket, though. Only made one in this quarter. They're now shooting 22%, excuse me, from three-point range. Almeida falling out of bounds, no good. Ooh, comes up with the steal though. Nice shot fake. Oh, can't get the three-point play. Came up with a defensive steal right underneath the basket, his own basket. And an easy layup to be had, but he misses it. Gets fouled though, so he's gonna go to the free throw line. Another veteran, him and his brother, two of the more well-known players for this Cape Verde team, and have done a lot for the growth of the sport in their country, creating the Creole Star Basketball Club, where they both play. And that pass is off the fingertips and gets all the way to the basket. No good. This is where they are dangerous. South Sudan need to pick up the ball early as Bile sort of Euro steps over the defender reaching and throws it home for two of his own. And Almeida's shot blocked by Luke War. And again, they just cannot get the friendly roll. Oh! Just throw it as high as you want, because Luke War will be there to catch it and throw it down. Check this out. The athleticism of these South Sudanese players is almost unmatched. Well, Joel Almeida on the other end is going to go to the free throw line. South Sudan will have one more offensive possession. Bit of confusion. Well, gets a free throw to go. Well, like I mentioned, they got the lead down to single digits. Single possession, I should say. Oh, come up with a steal, gonna have to let it fly. Does let it fly. And nowhere near the basket, though, so got the stop they needed. Do they have enough with 10 minutes remaining as Cabo Verde go to the bench, down South Sudan 62-48, and an exciting third quarter. But South Sudan just able to retake a comfortable lead the last few minutes of that third quarter. There are the shooting percentages. I keep mentioning it. Only 19%. Not as though South Sudan are making many more than them. But you just know if they see some of their three-point shots fall, I think it could really give them a lot of momentum to finish out the game strong. And they've had good looks. They've had open looks, just not able to convert. And Patrick Lima, he didn't start the game. And he has played around 6.45, I think, minutes in this game. He had a good game for them the other night. He's typically one of their go-to players, averaging 13.6 assists heading into this window. And we have not seen him, so I'm not sure if he is nursing an injury or resting an injury, I should say. Plays professionally in Spain, has had a nice career with his national team throughout the years. Sort of a staple on this team. Was at the World Cup when they qualified and played in 2023. Was there for the qualifiers as well. And quickly pull out your phones, go ahead, scan the QR code to access and log into Courtside 1891, where you can watch live streams, extended highlights of FIBA competitions, and much more. Oh, we are back, 10 minutes left in this game. And backdoor cut was reflected, so it'll stay South Sudan ball. Oh, and a foul on a three-point shot. So going to the line, Patrick Spencer, too aggressive on the closeout, doesn't let the shooter land, and an easy call by the referees as you really want to protect shooters coming down and being able to land safely, I should say. So we see JT Thor at the line, the lefty. He's going to be on a highlight reel if you go back and watch some of this game for sure. And with that foul, Patrick Spencer coming out of the game. Makes the second. Don't forget it's 3 attempts. So he was fouled on a three-point shot. And it's going to be a rebounding foul. So another quick foul going against Cape Verde. Got to put a body on them early, or you are going to get screening fouls. And on the out of bounds. So a 5-point possession more or less, for South Sudan, and this game starting to get out of reach. We know Cameroon and Libya are coming up after this game here. Oh, well, how many times have we seen that with South Sudan? If you do not pick up and stop the ball, they will take it coast to coast and finish easily. As JT Thor, another good game for him, coming in off the bench as well. So when you have the kind of bench scoring that South Sudan are displaying, it's very exciting for the future. Don't forget, they brought in some new players who have not played for South Sudan in this qualification window. They're also missing some players that we're used to seeing at major FIBA competitions, and that's going to be a foul. So bench points, 32 bench points, so half of their scoring has come from the bench for South Sudan. What an advantage for Coach Ivy and his staff. Obviously, Coach Ivy got a fair amount, still a young coach, but has a fair amount of NBA assistant coaching experience. Also played many years in the NBA as well for multiple teams. And that shot is blocked, so it is going to be blue ball. As somehow misses. I think the ball slipped out of his hand, but it doesn't matter. He says, you know what? I knew Garang Ding was going to be there to help me with the putback. Look at this. Gets it, goes up, and yeah, Deng Adel, ball just slips. Sorry, that was Mathiang with the putback. And we have a timeout, as like I said, this game just getting out of reach if it continues to go this way. Still a lot of time. And like I said, if Cape Verde can start shooting the ball a little bit better, you know, typically they are around a low 30s, 33% shooting team from three. They normally make around 9, 10 a game. So imagine getting 30 points just from the three. And this game, well, I've talked about it all game long. They've made 4. They're 4 of 22. So just 18% from deep. Almost come up with a steal from behind and just accidentally ran into Delgado, or I should say Delgado is able to come up with a rebound, with a re-steal almost. So Almeida, let's take a look here. Draws the foul on the ground. Not sure what the confusion is here. Oh, and they got the defensive stop that they needed. Oh, no, they're saying it was last touched by White. And I don't think they really agree with that, but it's what the referees saw. This time, no, it's still going to stay blue ball. Now the referees are talking to each other. It would appear that one saw something. And finally, South Sudan get the stop that they needed. Well, no, we're going to have a little huddle by the third team on the court, the referees. So I think they're going to make sure that they get this call correct. 7:27 remaining. It's now a 70-48 game. And don't forget, it was a single possession game midway a little earlier in the third quarter. And then South Sudan and a few possessions got that lead back up to 10 and have not looked back since then. Well, they talked about it, they agreed, and it is going to be white ball. Underneath, goes to the reverse, a little bit of a hang time. Can't get it to go, but another trip to the free throw line. So South Sudan, since the third quarter, has done a great job getting to the line. Cabo Verde have been 13 times in this game. South Sudan, 23 times, so 10 times more. And only shooting 70%, but they at least have 18 points from the free throw line. Compared to Cape Verde, who only have 8 points from the line. Oh, nice find. Great job. Nice offensive situation there as Lima into the game. So not injured. Maybe he was just on a minutes limit and coach didn't want to take too much of a risk. As Luke War, what a game that man is having. We have a 24-point lead now. Well, they never stop attacking and staying aggressive. And again, the poor three-point shooting unfortunately continues for the blue team. And was stripped but ended up making the pass. Can't convert underneath. I'm not sure why we had a whistle when Cape Verde would have had a layup opportunity. As well, a lot of players with their hands on their knees, and I think things are getting physically demanding, let's say, here. And I think they called the whistle because there was a player down on the other end, which you can do unless the other team, I believe, has an opportunity for an easy layup. So, well, head referee Giallo talking to the FIBA commissioner. Well, Cabo Verde ball as Ivan Almeida coming out. And I'm not sure if you're really going to take a risk. It's a 26-point game. Chances are very difficult to come back in this kind of a situation. So do you rest your go-to players and start to prepare for your games in August? I think it was a foul on the rebound. It might have been on the putback attempt, though, so we might have free throws coming up. Let's take a look. Ooh. Almost got away with it. Oh, I think it was on the first shot attempt. William Tavares going out. No, so that foul was called on the rebound attempt. Rebound putback attempt. And Delgado. Shot. Ooh, no good. Ooh, almost turned it over. They get it back. They do have numbers on this. Oh, spin move. Great spin move. Nice finish at the basket. Patrick Spencer in the spin cycle. And, oh. Spencer can make that 4 points in a row for the big man. Yes, they can. And I think Coach Ivey doesn't really like what he sees the last few possessions, offensively or defensively. And we saw this in their game against Libya, that they ended up winning easily, let's say. You know, it's all about continuing to learn and grow. This is a younger team, and you want to take every opportunity to teach if you're a coach. And I think that's why we see these kind of timeouts late in a game, even when a team has a solid lead over another team. Out of the timeout. Switches it up a little bit defensively. Coach having a good time with the South Sudanese players. This time they get into the paint. Can't get it to go though. Oh, 3.5 minutes remaining. That floater, no good. And the rebound was tipped, pushing the tempo. The man who started the game pushing the tempo is Deng Adel. He gives it up. And we're gonna have a foul, I believe, on the, let's take a look here. Yeah, oh, it's a big time foul. The referee took a little while to call it, but absolutely he deserves a trip to the free throw line. Bench players right now getting some serious minutes here at the end of the game. For both teams, as Greg Ding picks up the foul on Delgado, who attacked strong the basket. And I do think this game would have been different if Capo Verde could have made some of their three-point shot attempts, their open three-point shot attempts earlier in the game. I think it would have been a different tale, as unfortunately this game, this is not the score or the game that we had. It was a lot closer than this for the majority of the game. And another trip to the free throw line. bench players getting it done here for Cape Verde. And a 4-point play opportunity as Bile knocks down the 3 and gets fouled. Chaudier Bile, look at this. Gets it to go. Can he make it a 4-point play? Shot well today. Oh, no, he can't. 2 minutes remaining. We have a 19-point lead. South Sudan more or less have been in control, even though Verde made a few runs throughout the game. And I think we have a foul away from the ball underneath the basket. And it was 2 free throws because both teams are in the bonus, and that time a little bit too anxious came in before the ball was released. So an extra free throw attempt, and he makes it count. Well, this is probably going to be a disappointing window for Cape Verde, staying in that zone the last few minutes of this quarter, with the bench players for both teams getting some significant minutes here in the 4th. And it's going to be a boxing out foul, so we're going to have more free throws coming up. Yeah, what a game for that man right there. Luke War, big performance for him coming in off the bench, number 15, 19 points in 19 minutes. And still not over, could add to that tally. Oh. Cool attack. His first bucket of the game, first points of the game. And I think he dribbled out of bounds. So South Sudan have another possession offensively. I think the ball, couldn't really see from that angle, but looks like lost control of the ball and dribbled it out of bounds. And they're playing until the buzzer rings. Delgado gives it up to the trailing big. Lopez, no good there on that three-point shot attempt. Here, full court pressure. Going for a trap. Can't trap him, though. He's too quick. And comes up with the offensive rebound. Can't get it to go, and that might just be it. We'll have one more. Oh, Delgado just falls. And a block at the buzzer. Can't get it to go. It's a little bit heated. I think William Brito is kind of saying, was it really necessary to take that last attempt, considering the score? And South Sudan put together another nice game in this window as they, well, handedly beated Capo Verde, but the score is not indicative of how it was all game long. South Sudan 83-63 as Patrick Lima, not sure if he was getting consoled, didn't start the game, didn't play as much as we're used to seeing him play. And like I said, midway through the third, they got it to about a one-possession game. And then a couple possessions later, all of a sudden, South Sudan were up 10 points again. And I said it from the beginning to the end of the game. I feel like if Cape Verde had knocked down some threes throughout the course of this game, it would have been a different outcome. And off the bench, a big time performance by number 15, Luke Wharf, 19 points. And Ivan Almeida, 10 for him. His brother Joel Almeida, 8. And another notable performance off the bench, JT Thor. So talk about bench scoring. How exciting is this team gonna be if you can produce 36 points? If you can have that kind of bench scoring, it is only going to help you prove that you can play with the best. And, well, we knew before this game that South Sudan were moving on. They were 3-1 coming into it. They're going to be 4-1. 16 teams vying for spots to the second round of the FIBA Basketball World Cup African Qualifiers. After this window, there's still a few games happening. After this window, 12 African teams will be left. And out of those 12, 5 will be heading to next year's FIBA Basketball World Cup 2027. Both these teams were there back in 2023. They want to get back there as we get to see some of the highlights of that fourth quarter. And a big win from one of the best teams in the Africas, South Sudan. Well, they should be at 4-1 now. Cameroon and Libya are coming up next here. And it's not over. But South Sudan have to be very happy with their performance. Thank you for tuning in. And much more FIBA basketball to be had. So stay tuned.
trying to punch my buddy? It's like, yeah. Left with the right hand.